Hi Nick, this is Doug Sperling. It is 3:24 p.m. on May 11th, Tuesday. Um, Running through my question really quick by looking at a file in Google Earth. My mission is to try to replicate the procedure that they did in Silverman et al. 2019. They used Google Earth Engine to compare NDVIs in unrestored and restored stream reaches to see if there were any measurable differences. And actually, there were um, great measurable differences. So I got all that stuff. Then I learned Google Earth Engine and georeferenced the stuff and anyway, I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but just to see where and what we're talking about because I'm trying to do what they did, and I'm trying to do it here, Red Clover Valley. Let's fade some of this stuff back, um, and so my question is, we're looking at Red Clover Valley here, and there's a USGS map. Let's fade that back. And according to Jerry, the area that we're currently working in now is something like this. Somewhere there's work going on in a zone kind of like this, I guess. That is Dixie Creek right there. You can see it on the USGS that's faded back. This is Red Clover Creek, and anyway, it's a zone sort of like this where there's stuff going on. And so my basic question is, in order to compare a thing that has been restored recently um, with a thing that has not been restored, so in other words, a control to see if we have meaningful measurable difference, I need to identify some place that's sort of nearby, similar climate. That means when it rained in the control, it probably rained in the thing I'm testing when it was sunny, etc. Um, and and again, that's how they did it in Silverman et al. They just found a different reach of the creek. So the question comes up, given the complex restoration history of this area, and you can even see some of that in various spots. There's some pond and plug that didn't make it onto USGS, but it's in the aerial. The question I'm after is, where are places that have been restored and places that have not been restored in our area of interest? And I understand perfectly well that it may not be possible at this point to identify those, but that's kind of really what I'm getting at. Just for interest here, by the way, so if we bring up the fade, this is a USGS map, I think 2018, and it appears to me that these are the and they georeference this. I didn't. They meaning USGS. It appears that these are in holdings within private or whatever in holdings within Plumas National Forest. That's the gray properties. And just comparing those, by the way, I'm going to give that some fade, knock that back a little. I'm going to compare that to Arthur Ketty's 1892 map of Plumas County, and you can see actually that we get incredible agreement. There's the 1892 map, and we'll fade the current USGS map in and out, and you can see there have been some changes on some of the 40 acre, those are quarter sections, but in general agreement is really good. Part of what that tells us is that these have been private parcels mostly for a long time. Anyway, as far as that goes. So anyway, that's my question. And it may not be possible to answer that, and I'm totally cognizant of that. So anyway, thanks a lot, and talk to you later. See you in class tonight.